Hello everyone, this is Venkat Reddy. Welcome to my channel Venkat Reddy Excellent. In this video, I am going to explain how to create a loan amortization schedule in Excel. For any loan, the key inputs are loan amount, interest rate, tenure, and how we are paying the EMIs, whether monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly or yearly or half-yearly. Here, these four cells we should give the inputs. Based on that, I have built the full loan amortization schedule throughout the tenure. Here, loan amount I have put some 10 lakhs. Interest rate per annum it's 11.88%. Tenure is 2 years. I have put the input here as number of months, and prepayment mode, whether yearly, half yearly, quarterly, bi-monthly and monthly I have given as input here. For this I have given a link by using data validation. I have taken this from this here. Yearly, half year, from this table I have taken the input here. So you can choose from any one of them. Here in the beginning I am selecting with monthly. Based on this I am computing some numbers. See, if it is monthly, per annum, I mean per year, how many installments we should pay. If it is monthly installments means per year we should pay 12 installments. The same way bi-monthly means it will be 6 months, quarterly means we will be paying 4 months, half yearly means 2 months, and yearly means one installment will be paid for year. And here I have computed how many installments we are paying, total number of installments throughout the tenure. If it is monthly, it will be exactly equal to the tenure here in the months. In case of bi-monthly, in the 24 months, you will be paying 12 installments. I mean, bi-monthly you will be paying 12 installments. Same way quarterly means we will be paying 8 installments in 2 years. Like that, it gives us the total number of installments we are going to pay. Based on these inputs, in the beginning I am computing the EMI amount. EMI means per installment how much amount we are going to pay. The formula is, I am just putting a minus symbol because PMT will shows a negative number because it's an outflow for us, so it will show minus number. So to negate that I am just adding one more minus in the beginning. The formula is PMT rate. Rate is per annum rate, it means D4 divided by this number of payments in a year. I am just putting 4. And NPER means total number of installments. It means I4 here. And PV means it's the loan value, loan amount. I'm just giving a link to here. D3 I have linked it. So based on that, Excel will calculate the EMI amount per installment. Here you should not confuse the installment with number of months. Installment is completely different from the number of months. Here I have shown two methods of computing loan amortization schedule. One is with Excel inbuilt formulas like PPMT and IPMT. See this here. First we will see the PPMT formula. If you see inside, here also I just put a minus symbol to avoid the negative number. The rate I have to given as input here. D4 means per annum rate divided by number of installments per year. And next one is PER. PER is the installment number. In which installment number, how much is the principal component and how much is the interest component we have to compute. So here I have given the installment number as link here. And NPER is the total number of installments in the loan tenure. Here I4 I have given the links. In these 2 years we are going to pay 8 installments if you pay quarterly. So that means we have to give input as here NPER is equal to 8. After that we have to give the input the loan amount. This is the loan amount. With this we will get the principal component in a EMI. In the first installment we are paying this much of principal. In the same way, the same exact formula can be copied here. Instead of PPMT, I am just using IPMT. So it gives in a particular EMI amount what would be my interest component I am going to pay. Here also the rate I am giving as input. PER means installment number. NPER is the total loan installment numbers. PV is the loan amount. If we add these two in any particular month, any particular installment, if we add PPMT and IPMT, that will be equal to our EMI amount. Let us see when the loan will be ended. And this balance amount is once you pay the EMI amount for the after paying the interest amount, we are paying the principal amount also, right? That principal will be reduced from the total loan amount. Like that we are getting the balance principal amount at each end of the installment. Like this we will be getting. After the final installment, we are going, there won't be any balance loan amount. I will make the screen bigger to see more numbers in the one screen. Let us play with some experiment here. If it is monthly, the total number of installments will be equal to number of months. And let us go down. So by 24 months, our loan will be ended. Why I built a manual computation here? You might have got a doubt about it. Let me explain why I have created parallelly one more computation using manually. I'll just show one example here. If you are paying quarterly and if you are getting the installments exact round figure, means there won't be any issue. Both manual and Excel inbuilt formula will show same numbers. In case your loan tenure is equal to not exact multiple of this quarterly, means here 24, instead of 24 I am making some 22 itself or 21 itself. Yeah, 21 is exact multiple of quarter, that's why it's not showing any difference. So let me put 22 itself. See, when we put 22, it's showing as some 7.33 installments. So 7 full installments and 1/3 of installment. If you see PPMT formula, it is showing full installment here 153,759, even in the 1/3 installment also. Due to that, it shows like we are paying some excess amount to the banker. To avoid this error in Excel, for that what I am doing now, I am just recreating the logic behind this IPMT and PPMT formula by using manually formula here. Before that, we have to understand what will be the logic behind this computations itself. Banker will charge interest on the previous month balance loan amount. It means in the beginning of the period, they will be charging on this 10 lakhs into interest rate. On the principal amount, they will be charged the interest. So that we will get the interest for that particular period by computing total loan amount or balance loan amount into interest rate for the period. See, is 11.88 divided by number of payments in a year. So for one installment, what would be the interest rate? We have to multiply that. If you observed it, these both are same. And from the total EMI amount, balance amount, from the total EMI amount, after reducing this interest, remaining amount I am reducing to principal portion, which is equivalent to the same as per PPMT. If we add these two, it will be equal to our EMI amount. Now balance amount I am computing from the total loan amount, otherwise from the balance loan amount, I am reducing the for the month principal payment portion, so that I will be getting balance amount after paying this installment. Same way, for the next installment I am computing from the remaining balance amount into interest rate. So like that I am computing the interest based on the previous month balance loan amount at each installment. For the IPMT, it will be showing the same amount. If we compare these two as per system as well as in the manual, both are same. Where you will get the difference is in the principal portion itself. The principal portion, in the partial installment, it is showing the different number. It means wrong amount it is showing in the PPMT formula. In our formula, it shows it will reduce to the extent of previous month loan amount itself, so that you won't get any error in the partial EMI or partial installment, the final partial installment. Let me show this principal component once again. From the total EMI amount, reducing the interest portion, and if that amount is less than the previous month loan balance amount, I am just taking the lower of these two. Min command I am using here. Min of this principal portion or previous month loan amount, whichever is lower. This will be helpful in the final installment. Here in this final installment, with this we will be getting the same number as per PPMT formula, 152,266. Here what I am applying now, I am reducing this amount to the extent of previous month balance loan amount. So by this method, there won't be any deviations. Now let us play by changing these inputs here. If I put bi-monthly, let me see. Since it's the exact multiple, there won't be any error. There won't be any deviation between two methods. And if it is some half yearly, let us see. Half yearly you are showing is a fraction of tenure, so we are getting the different numbers here. This Excel template I have built up to 240 months or 20 years. If you want more, just drag this formula down and increase the installment number. I will be sharing this file for you in the description. The link will be given in the description. You can download this file and learn the logic behind this amortization schedule. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, share and comment your opinions. And finally, don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell button at the right side of the subscribe symbol. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Bye.